tonight, the REITE Club success story with Sarah Eder, a professional investor, CEO of Sarah Eder Investments. Sarah coaches investors now on how to successfully market themselves online, raise capital, and grow a portfolio. And that's where Sarah is now. But it was a few short years ago. I think we were wandering around the networking event, and we sit down, and I think we were both like late. We got like the last two seats, and it was in Kitchener. And I remember sitting beside Sarah, and I was like, "Hey, how's it going? What do you do now? Here to learn about real estate." And I was like, "Yep, me too. Here to meet people." And all those years later, and I'm like, "Hey, have you heard of the REITE Club? You should come check out the REITE Club, right?" And you know what? It's been like an avalanche. It's been an amazing success. And the other, I want to give you a personal congratulations as well too, that you're engaged now as well. And I know that hashtag Jatuzzi out there. And but congratulations with all your success. You're such an amazing person. Welcome tonight, and share your story with the REITE Club.
Amazing. Well, thank you so much for that introduction. That was so nice, Alfonso. Thank you. It is actually such an honor to be here, to be kind of the inaugural success story of the REITE Club. Yeah, I mean, really, what Alfonso was saying is completely true. Just a few short years ago, I was on the other side of the stage. I was just the student in the back of the room, just trying to get my start in real estate, just wanting to network, kind of figure out what all the big players in the real estate world were doing. And now I'm on the other side of the stage, and it's kind of mind-boggling sometimes to kind of think that I've kind of made it there in such a short period of time, but I'm really, really grateful to be here and to share my story with you guys. I love sharing my story more or less because it is definitely an underdog story. I like to use it as an inspiration to show people exactly what can be possible for you in real estate. I feel like this is needed now more than ever. We're in a really, really challenging environment. And I want to show you guys that, with a lot of perseverance and hard work and determination, you can absolutely make something of yourself in the real estate world. So, as Alfonso was saying, was not always the poised, polished real estate investor that you guys have probably seen on social media and all the deals you guys have probably seen me do. I really only embarked in the real estate world about 3.5 years ago, and I came from very humble beginnings. I was about 28 years old when I first started investing, and like any 20-something year old, I was not that smart with my money when I was younger. I had a lot of challenges that I encountered. I got myself into trouble. I had a failed first business. For those of you that don't know my backstory, I was actually a professional athlete. Now, I was a successful professional athlete. However, unless you're an NBA star, you don't make a lot of money as an average athlete. So having, a lot of things provided for me as an athlete through sponsorships, when I came into the real world, realized really quick that I was in for some trouble. I had really bad credit. I had never had T4 income. I didn't have a lot of savings set aside. And so I was certainly in a position that I needed a lot of help and I needed a way out of my situation. And so when I discovered the REITE Club, when I discovered real estate investing in general, my world totally changed around. Not to say that there weren't struggles along the way. Again, for a person who had no income, no credit, no capital to get started in the real estate world, it was really hard. I mean, it was like pushing a boulder uphill. I really didn't know where to start or how I was going to gain financial freedom through real estate investing. I just knew that this is the route I wanted to go. And so over the course of these few years, I have treated real estate like a religion, like a professional education. I have gone to more networking events than you can possibly imagine. I have taken more mentorship courses, training, seminars, anything I could get my hands on to network and learn from others who had done it before me to become an expert in my field. And slowly but surely, I grew my experience, I grew my knowledge, I gained my practical skill set that I needed to become a joint venture partner. And so that's how I initially grew my portfolio and still do to this day. We have over 40 multifamily properties right now, all held with joint venture partners. We're doing commercial real estate, apartment buildings, land development, flips, you name it, all through leveraging other people's money. And through my marketing background, through all the skills I learned through networking and mentorship, I was able to, get partners on board that trusted in my vision, and slowly but surely just started to acquire properties. I gained more, of a reputation in my given markets, and I was really able to succeed and gain financial freedom. I think within my first year of real estate investing, I actually was able to quit my job. I've been doing this under my own, company for over 2.5 years now, which is really exciting, and make more money and passive income than I ever imagined possible in a very short period of time. Um, so that's definitely, why I wanted to come on tonight. And again, so grateful that they asked me to be here, because I want to share this with you guys, that it doesn't matter where you come from. It doesn't matter whether you have debts, whether you don't have a lot of income to get started. It's all about providing value, raising capital, and really just trying to find creative ways to enter the real estate investing space. And if you focus on self-development and you focus on your own education, you will find a way to grow a portfolio, to get into the real estate industry, because once you get a foothold, that's all you need to continue to leverage and grow over time. So yeah.
Yeah. And Sarah, like I said, when we first met in Kitchener, and at the time it was so right, right at the early beginnings, right, and coming out there, and you've been really an integral part of the community right from the beginnings, right, and maybe you can share with the newer comers, or maybe this is the first exposure or the second, or heard a little bit about us, of how the REITE Club has maybe contributed, to getting some more of those connections, that knowledge, all those types of things. For those that maybe it's the first time being introduced to the REITE Club. And thank you guys for giving us the opportunity of your attention. So yeah, can you let us know about?
Absolutely. I mean, I really contribute the connections that I made at the REITE Club to my success in so many ways. I do believe that getting mentorship, like whether it's formal mentorship or just the guidance of other people who have done it, so integral. And people like Alfonso and Sarah, now that we're actually quite close, they were huge in the beginning. I remember Alfonso and I used to go out for lunches quite often, and we would go and I would just pick his brain for several hours about, how should I scale this and how should I pitch this to my joint venture partners? What do you think I should be doing next? And Sarah actually helped me get a little more knowledge about the Brantford market, which I've invested heavily in the past few years. Without those connections and these people that I could trust and reach out to, it would have been a much harder journey. And showing up every week and getting to listen to these other amazing, accomplished investors on stage gave me that hope, gave me that encouragement to just keep going. And it was cool meeting other investors at my level too, that we could kind of give each other support along the way. So it's been such a great experience.
That's so amazing, Sarah. It's amazing to see, and you know what? After these years as well, too, we've been able to make sure that it's not muted and the mic is on after all these years too, right? So, talking about struggles, right, from the beginning, doing that kind of stuff. So, thank you so much for sharing, guys. Please get in touch with Sarah. She's amazing, and it's just such an inspiring story. But all the stories that we heard tonight, all the REITE Club community, guys, we all start from somewhere. It's got to be, you got to have that. You can't have light without dark. You can't have sweet without bitter, right? And it's such an awesome story. So thank you so much. And